100% of the battle is up here. 100% of the battle.
Invite yourself to get as comfortable as you'd like. Lovingly closing your eyes when you're ready.
I had a night last night. And that's a great why. I don't know if there's a better why to have.
What motivates you? What keeps you going?
Welcome to this meditation for stress and anxiety. To practice this, I recommend that you get into a position where you are lying down flat on your back.
Good morning. Got my smoothie. It's Monday. It's the third day of the 75 Soft Challenge. Things are going well. Besides the fact that I already spilled something on my shirt, things are going well. You know, I always gotta try to find an opportunity to get that thumbnail. So I'm gonna try not to speak with you all unless I have something important to say, because that weekend video, it got out of hand. But I do want to share all those kinds of things with you, so I'm gonna keep the fluff out of it. So I'm just coming in to say, hey, thank you for being here. My channel is called Unglamorous Glow. I'm glowing unglamorously, and I'm here to talk about health, hair, and hauls. Right now we're talking about health, and we're talking about healing. Healing from the things that are holding us back from our goals. 40 ounces down. I'm about to refill. Start that second one. It's only 10 a.m. So I'll definitely probably have 3 of these today. So I am a little hungry. It is 11:21. I never filled up my water when I told you I was gonna fill it up like an hour ago. So that's one option, fill this up. Another option is go for a walk. I gotta say that quiet because you know my dog be listening. And or make some tea, but by the time I make the tea, it's gonna be time to eat, blah, blah, blah. Or just chill. It's 11:22. But I do think that I'm gonna go and move my body up a little bit. Yeah, and then refill my water. It's still using up some time, you know. I have lunch at 12 like I'm supposed to. And just getting comfortable with the fact that it's okay for me to, in a different way. Because when I was doing it with the fasting, if you notice, I haven't been fasting because I feel like that has led me to binges. But when we look at this, my next meal is only 40 minutes away. It's okay. It's okay to be a little hungry. It's okay for my body to, my stomach to be empty. And it will get what it needs. It's okay. That's totally normal for your stomach to have some time where it's empty. And especially if you call yourself wanting to lose excess fat, when is it supposed to tap into those extra fat stores if it's always, if your stomach is always full or if you always have food available? So some hunger is to be expected. But I have to remind myself of that because my brain can make it feel like it's an emergency. And I've also set myself up for it to feel that way by doing things where my body is not sure when it's going to have its next meal. And not saying that I won't ever fast again, because that is a tool as well. It's just not a tool I'm using at this time. Yeah. Just wanting to come here when I have thoughts, and just to show you my process, because I do feel like anybody can show you food. My food is really not that exciting. Anybody can show you workout. There's so much there, but in order to do those things, this controls whether you're gonna do those things or not. So I think 100% of the battle is up here. 100% of the battle. Because the other things you will do if your mindset is right, and if your mindset is not right, those other things are impossible. So yeah, I was gonna do my regular, the little seaweed situation, but when I start putting the rice, the meat, and then I ended up wanting to put some spinach with it, it started looking a little like it wanted to be something else. I'm going to add, and I gotta hurry up because I gotta eat. So this, I'm gonna measure it out and put ranch and sour cream on there and some guacamole. I'm eating it with 3 of these corn tostados. They are 130 calories for 2, and I'm gonna have 3, so that'll be 1.5 servings when you put it in my chart. I'm thinking about work. When you put it in my Fitness Pal. Okay, I gotta eat because I only got 15 minutes, okay? Because I don't take no lunch, honey. Barbara don't take no lunch. I gotta get out of there. Oh, and an apple. Yeah. All right, done with that work stuff. First thing I gotta do when I get off from sitting down, I gotta go for a walk, honey. I gotta go. So that's what I'm about to do. Head on out. Either I'm gonna be listening to a podcast or the same 3 songs I've been listening to for the last a month, at least a month. I've been trying to find a new song, but Not Like Us, Like That, and Euphoria. I've been listening to them literally when I'm doing my runs for 40 minutes. I'm listening to them 3 songs over and over. They really got me. I'm just waiting for something else to come along. I tried to add in that $1 Million Baby song. I tried to go back to some Glorilla. I'm not feeling, I tried to even get Sexy Red back into it. I couldn't really, you know, get into it. But, or I'm gonna call a friend. I'm probably just gonna text my friends and see if they're available. If anybody's available, just be like, hey girl, just checking in. You know, we'll do that, but I'm gonna just, or just call my auntie. One of those things. I might do multiple of those things, but I'm gonna be walking. Start a 10-minute timer. Ooh, I'm almost done. This is my second one. I'm hungry. It's 4 o'clock. But the rule is that I have to journal if I'm gonna have a snack. And I don't feel like journaling at all. I don't feel like journaling because my therapist had me, I have a homework assignment that I was working on, and I was writing. So I've been writing a lot. And then 2, I went overboard on the ranch with my lunch, so I'm at like, I only got 700 calories left for dinner, so I really don't even have the calories to be talking about no snack. And then yeah, those are the 2 overarching reasons. So I'm just gonna make me some tea. And I just came to tell y'all that because I'm gonna need this SIM card up out, y'all, because I'm about to do some editing to distract myself. Yep. That's how many calories is in this. You'll probably, because it's really not that much salad in here. It's this. This is the, I mixed everything up in here. But that's all that's the salad, right? And it is 160 calories for 3.5 servings. There's 3.5 servings in here. 160 calories. I did 160 times 3.5. That's 560 calories. And you would have thought, yeah, I'm just having a salad. I haven't even put the protein in here yet. I haven't even decided what meat. So 4 ounces of meat, that's gonna run you about 120 to 200 more calories. That's my 700 right there. If I eat this whole salad. I might not, I don't know. I'll get back with you. So what I did, I took the whole bag and put it in here, and it was 12 ounces. So then I took 6 ounces out, so that way I know I'm eating half, and I will eat this other half tomorrow. So this is gonna be for lunch tomorrow, and so that makes me 560 divided by 2, 280 for this. So this is 280, and I'm gonna add some more stuff on here. I might make it might just be an Asian bowl. Why not? So I'm gonna have it, I said I was gonna have it with the seaweed things, but I'm actually gonna have it with the 9 rounds that are for 2 of them. It's 180. So really it's like all this interchangeable stuff. So the 9 is interchangeable with the tostados that I had, which is also interchangeable with the seaweed. You know, vegetables are interchangeable with each other. Protein sources are interchangeable with each other. Carb sources, rice, sweet potato, pasta. Hold on, gotta get my meat. Just making sure you have. If you got extra calories, you can go for the 9. If you don't, you may want to stick to the seaweed. It just depends on the day and what is going on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, because I'm having 3 ounces of protein, so to give myself a little bit more protein. What was I gonna do? I was gonna have chips. I'll work it out. My little din with my chips on the side. Tzatziki, so cucumber, garlic, dill, tzatziki. It's 35 calories. Morning. I got my same old breakfast. I'm thinking about switching this up and doing like a protein pancake or some kind of oatmeal that's maybe like an overnight oat or something like that. But I'm at that stage where it's kind of like I would miss this if I didn't have it this morning. But I'm kind of moving towards I'm ready for another option for a few days to give me a chance to miss this. Did my upper body workout this morning. Last night I decluttered my bathroom sink, so that was my 10 minutes of decluttering yesterday. Everything is going smoothly. I'm not gonna say that I don't have, you know, the biggest thing is the hunger part, and the other stuff, it's only a point of doing it. The 10 minutes of meditation, which that's a hard thing. I'm getting tired of the book I'm reading, so I may switch to another book for a couple of days to kind of freshen that up. Give me a chance to miss that. Just stuff like that. But the food is an all-day thing. So, yeah. That's what I'm using. The tools that I have to learn new skills. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about how many more days? 71 more days to get it right. And even really more after that, because we're just focusing on it right now, but it's part of my life. All right, so it's the end of the day. I have drank almost 3. I'm definitely gonna finish up this 3rd thing, so I'll have 120 ounces of water for today. Going to my Fitness Pal, I've had 1,982 calories today. I didn't show y'all I had sloppy joes. They weren't good. I got the wrong manwich. Like it's this kind, I guess, called Bold, and it wasn't good, but I ate it. And some fries. I didn't record it. What else? Oh, so yeah, it was a busy day. I had to take my son to get his hair cut. And while we were waiting, I did my reading there, and I was reading this because I wanted to take a break from the Boundaries book because I'm getting a little tired of it. And this book it's by Maya Angelou. It is called Wouldn't Take Nothing for My Journey Now. And it's just like little pieces. Wisdom was created before all things. This is just, it like has these little lessons, life lessons in it. And so today it was about being a woman and growing older and living in a world, you know, where masculinity is like kind of necessary to thrive, how to keep your womanhood. And that's so funny because that's kind of what I was talking about. I don't know if I was talking about it in this video or in the last video about like even the words that I'm using as far as looking at what I'm doing right now with 75 Soft and my habits as being more me being devoted versus disciplined, and me being more, you know, growing and blooming into a flower or growing like a tree versus building it brick by brick, you know, using that rough, just the words and the way that you move about things. It really does matter. And I know that when people think of femininity, they think of a pretty frilly dress and makeup and hair and nails and all of these things. So me talking about it and I'm not all done up, it's like is like, you know, that's not femininity. It definitely is, because femininity is something that can't be like played. It's not playing dress up. It's in the tears, it's in the emotions, it's in the whimsical way of life, it's in the laughter, it's in the creating art of everything you do, it's in the love, it's in all of that. It's not in a dress. It's in how you flow through life versus you know, it's a that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I really feel sorry when I hear women say like, I don't cry, or I don't, and they wear that as a badge of strength, and that they don't know that their femininity and their power is so much power and strength in being able to cleanse yourself with your tears and being able to allow those things to move through you instead of staying in you, and all the beauty that lies within that. Anywho, I'm about to do some writing, do the journaling and do meditation, and then the only thing left to be will be the decluttering. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I have some things in mind. So yeah.
Right now, to settle into a comfortable position, take a moment and thank yourself for showing up.
All right, today is Wednesday. I need to wash my face, but I gotta get quick because today is a run day, so I'm headed out to do it's the speed work. I do my speed work on Wednesdays and do a longer run on Saturdays. But when I say speed work, it's really, I'm doing Couch to 5K over, but I'm just like running as fast as I can during those times where, like today is probably 1 minute walk with a 1 minute run with a 90-minute walk, and you just repeat that. So probably repeat it like 8 times. So during that run time, I'm just like, I can't call it a sprint because sprinting for 1 minute is really not a true sprint, but running my fastest for that 1 minute to just work on my speed. And that's what I'm doing. I gotta get out of here. It's Wednesday. I was 200.6 pounds this morning, so I'm gonna just eat the same thing so I can possibly wake up in Wonderland tomorrow and work on staying there. So I'm just gonna hold steady, hold steady. It's really literally the same thing. Sometimes they have more, sometimes they have less, but it's meat, rice, and vegetables and sauces. You know, that's what it is. All right, so I am on my second water. Why every time I'm about to tell y'all that I feel the need to take a drink? I'm gonna take the drink though. Anyways, it's time for me to do I really feel like I like to pair the 10 minutes of reading, the 10 minutes of journaling, and the 10 minutes of meditation together. They just feel like they go together. So I'm still taking a break from that Boundaries book. Maybe just whenever I feel like going back to it, I will. In a couple days. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But right now, I'm just reading this, What I Know for Sure. Or no, that ain't even it. So this is called Wouldn't Take Nothing for My Journey. But what I'm thinking of is What I Know for Sure. And it's like in the same kind of format. Because she dedicated this book to Oprah. I like them both. So I read them both. So it must be that time again in my life. Every time. So let's start here. So this morning I was listening to Mecca, who is a dancer and a choreographer here that sometimes you'll see I take classes with her, but she was talking about change and really talking about growth pain. She has something called Conscious Conversations on Instagram. Her Instagram is Confidence Builds and Heals for her dance stuff, and Mecca Freeman for her like other stuff. But she was talking about growing pains and about how when it's time to grow, you know, it may get uncomfortable and how you can't take everything with you. And I have I've referenced this and quoted this and took pictures of this part of this book over and over throughout the years. And I just feel like it always marks a time for me when like I'm about to change. But it says, each of us has the right and the responsibility to assess the road which lie ahead. Let me read that again. Hold on. Each of us has the right and the responsibility to assess the roads which lie ahead and those over which we have traveled. And if the future road looms ominous or unpromising and the roads back uninviting, then we need to gather our resolve and carrying only the necessary baggage. Step off that road into another direction. If the new choice is also unpalatable, without embarrassment, we must be ready to change that as well. The story of my life. I've been so many people. I've had so many things that I've tried out or that I've known to be true, only to be that person. One thing I don't want to be, and one thing I'm proud I'm not, is a person who lets my pride keep me in a cycle that I don't want to be in. If I feel like it's not for me, I change my mind. I change my mind. And I do something different every time. Like looking back at those old videos of me talking about healing my relationship with food, really what they were me fighting with myself, internally fighting with myself, well, outwardly fighting with myself on video, trying to come to terms with the fact that you decided to do this health at every size thing and you gained a lot of weight and now you're unhappy with that. You tore your ACL, you messed your knee up. And now you're unhappy with that choice and you're making a different choice. And now I'm making another choice, right? Like now I'm here and I might show y'all. I don't know if I showed y'all my weight earlier or not. But not putting that in the forefront because it's not the forefront. It can't be the forefront. Like I've learned too much for that to be the forefront. But it is a goal. It is something that's a part of my journey right now. And I'm just like, let's leave it. Let's leave it. Let me just write. I don't want to get to talking if it ain't nothing to talk about. I just want to put that out there. It was also talking about giving and charity, which also went back to the Boundaries book. Let me see. Because she was talking about people think charity, like basically saying when we give cheerfully, accept gratefully, everyone is blessed. Charity is kind, envieth not, vaunteth not itself, and is not puffed up. But she was talking about, you know, giving from the heart versus out of obligation, which is exactly what the Boundaries book is talking about. Giving from your heart versus obligation. And if it's not in your heart to do so, not trying to make that happen. It's not something you can make happen. Either you want to do it or you don't. That's just how they go. At any given time, either you want to do it or you don't. Either you have capacity or you don't. But it was talking about giving of your time, and even if you don't ever know those people that you give your time to, or even if you don't ever get a thank you from those people that you give your time to, you know, that the charity in that. And I think about, you know, people, those of us that create content, and the service that is for people to see other people living their lives, and to see and to be able to resonate with people, and to see ourselves mirrored back through each other. That is a service. That's a part of your life and day that you give to the world. So make sure that you're, you know, there may be things that you could share that you might not be, it may feel weird to share, you know, like I'm sharing right now. That may feel weird for you to share, but there are things that only uniquely that you can share, that there are people out there that need to hear it, and they need to hear it from you, and they need to hear it in the way that you say it. So nobody else can do that job.
Invite yourself to get as comfortable as you'd like. Lovingly closing your eyes when you're ready.
Chicken thighs, a little bit of rice, bell peppers, broccoli, and sweet potato. I had a night last night. Well, after I spoke with you all, I had a therapy session, and it went correct. Like, it was helpful, but with that being said, it was emotionally draining. So she had me, we were doing some role playing, and she was playing a certain person, whatever, and everything was going well. I was able to stay in, you know, give those right answers. But then she started, you know, questioning my facts, and I guess I do have like a sharp tongue or whatever. It's what my therapist said, you have a sharp tongue, so blah blah blah. But I don't think me and her ever. So when I'm talking to somebody, as y'all probably, if you've been around here, you know that I have range. So I can be both, I can be both very silly and very serious. You know, I have range, right? And I can also show up very, however I want to show up, I can kind of show up. There are parts of my personality that I can call on to convey whatever message I'm trying to convey. But when she was like playing her role, I just kind of got more into my personality that she may have not seen as my therapist. You know, we kind of new to this. It's a bit shocked because it's like a head spin, and she's like, and then you could, if you know, blah blah blah, and then you could say this, and I'm just like, no, because really it's either gonna be, it's gonna go this way, or I'm a, you know, I said something I won't even repeat. But like, and that's why I leave people alone, because I know that I'm not at a place where I need to be as far as my anger. And if you say something to me that I don't like, anyways, I got that out. I'm not gonna really worry about it. I don't know if I'm gonna even share that part, because I don't know if I expressed it like I would want to express it. I was listening to For the Healthy Hoes on my way while I was on my walk, and they were talking about it was funny because her and her husband sometimes, or most of the time that I see, joins her on the podcast. And so, because it may be both their podcasts, I don't know. But they were talking about living unapologetically, and he was wording it like living unforgiving. And so they were like, she was like, well, that, I don't like the way that sounds. And he's like, well, I don't like the way unapologetically sounds. And they were like, they came to the point that one was more masculine way of thinking. And that's so funny, because that's what I was talking about earlier in this video, about the difference between devotion and discipline, and how I just don't even want the feeling of that harsh word of discipline. I'm more trying to be devoted to this process, but it can be the same, it's the same thing, but it's just the feeling that it invokes in each person. So it was nothing wrong with him saying living unforgiving. It was nothing wrong with her saying unapologetically. And yeah, I just want to have a good day. That was emotionally took a toll on me yesterday. I still completed everything I needed to complete for 75 Soft. This morning I have done my workout. I did a full body workout, and I did a walk. My phone died, so I'll show you that workout earlier, but I'm not gonna waste no more time, because I don't know what I've said or if I've even said anything that I can use. But long story short, I'm in a shift. I'm in a time of change, and that can be difficult, even though it's necessary and it's for my good. It can be exhausting. And with me learning boundaries and learning boundaries for myself, like, I'm kind of really good at, even though I get upset about having to put up boundaries with other people, I sure know how to keep people out of my space. I know how to do that. But do I know how to keep me out of theirs? Do I know how to not disrespect people? Do I know how to, you know, do the things that I need to do to maintain positive relationships on my end? That's what I'm trying to work on. And even with myself, do I know what I need to do as far as boundaries to maintain a positive relationship with myself when it comes to food, when it comes to other people, when it comes to exercise? Everything has to have boundaries and things you do and things you are not willing to do in order for it to work. And that it can be flexible. So I have about 10 minutes exactly, so I gotta hurry up and talk to y'all before I am supposed to meet with Patrice Denise, who is doing this 75 Soft challenge with me. And so we're gonna have a little Zoom call. And I told y'all earlier that my mood is a little down today because I took so much energy yesterday. So y'all not gonna be able to tell that. I don't plan for her to be able to really tell that. I'm gonna turn it on. You probably won't see what we talk about in this video, but in the next video I will probably put that in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and meditate right now so that I can get this mood together and be able to deliver whatever message I'm supposed to deliver. I want to be able to convey a message that someone needs to hear, even if it's only one person that I'm speaking to. I want to be able to complete the assignment of speaking to that one person. All right, so I'm doing one. It's called Cleanse Your Energy, which, yes, that's what I need to do.
Welcome to this energy cleanse meditation.
I'm tired of doing the same thing. And we're doing it for 75 days. So in order for me to do that, I have to switch it up a little bit. So that may mean taking a break. Like for the last couple of days, I took a break from the book that I was reading and switched to another book to keep that part, to give it breathe some new life into that part. With food, I tend to eat the same breakfast every morning. I may have to switch that up just to bring some kind of newness to the process. I think that resetting, whether that be through, for me, it would be a mental reset at all times. I think that's what I think of resetting, but it could be resetting in the form of, okay, I'm going to journal about this and set goals for the week or goals for the day, so it feels smaller and new, like, because I just set these today of how I'm going to do this. But it could also be as simple as, like, I have the workouts, refreshing those. Like, maybe I want to do something different. Maybe I do want to, there's a boot camp class or a step class or a dance class that I can go to kind of breathe new life into my workout routine. If you had to say one thing that has been like most important in your journey so far, like one tip or one mantra or one mindset, whatever you want to call it, that you feel like has been important in the success you've had so far, what would that be?
Remembering why I'm doing it, and build, try this, we can try that, we can incorporate drinking a gallon of water, listening to Audible. We can do all these different things, but why am I doing it? And so my why is always my children, my family.
And that's a great why. I don't know if there's a better why to have.
What's your, what motivates you? What keeps you going?
I guess because I know what will happen. Because I've lost 100 pounds and gained 100 pounds. I know what stopping looks like in so many aspects of life. I know what stopping looks like in weight loss. I know what stopping looks like in YouTube. I know what holding off on. That went well. It went good. It's always a pleasure to talk to the Patrice Denise. Make sure you go over to her channel. Check it out. I'm just here so I don't get fined. It's Friday. We got deadlifts on the menu as my main lift, so deadlifts, and then I'll probably do some good mornings, some I think they call hyper extension, I don't know, whatever I have time for, but a lot of movement in this like hinging position for today. Oh, Friday is day 7 of the 75 soft challenge for me, and we made it a week. Well, we got to do this day, and it is Friday, but I already know we're gonna do it. Like, all I have to do is do the plan, and it works.
Go ahead and subscribe for your girl, like, for real. Like button, please, so you can do a thing for me, like I said. And yeah,
Okay, it's Friday. I got my smoothie. I'm feeling much better. I was a little down yesterday. I've recovered. I would attribute that to time, like letting myself feel that emotion, go through it. I spoke with Patrice Denise, and although we didn't like talk about how I was feeling, just being in communication with somebody, it kind of also got me back into like remembering my goals and things like that. Like I said, I think I said that earlier about her and how positivity is contagious and being around positive people is contagious. So thank you, Patrice Denise, for that. I went for a couple of walks, which resets me. I read What I Know For Sure, a book by Oprah. That was my reading yesterday. So got to get into that to just kind of shift my mood. So yeah, I'm back with it. This is the last of my protein shake that I had. So my breakfast will switch up for a few days, which I'm ready for a change. I'm gonna miss this, and then it's okay for me to get a chance to miss it. But I'll probably be switching to like oatmeal and cottage cheese for a few days until I order some more of this, which is a good thing, or protein pancakes, whatever. But I know I need to keep it like at 300 calories, so we'll see what that ends up being. Chicken with a little bit of rice, sweet potatoes, spinach. I love a combination of spinach, sweet potatoes, and avocado. It's like the best. They go together. All right, so we have made it to Friday. That is 7 days of my 75 soft journey, including, if you include the weekend when I started, which was in a different video. And I've learned some lessons throughout these 7 days to stick to my word, but to not make too many, to keep that open. And when I say that, I mean, like, I said I was gonna meditate, but that can be meditating on, you know, the traditional sitting on the floor, doing guided meditation. It can be quiet meditation. It could be walking meditations, keeping it open. The book reading, it doesn't have to just be that boundaries book. I explored other books when I got bored this week. I did an Audible book today. So it's like, you know, doing the action, but keeping it open in how you get that done. Tonight, I did have Chinese food. I mean, my goal is to stay under the 2,000 calories. And so I still did that. So it's, you know, it's fine. Everything is as it should be. And I'm excited that I'm doing things that I know that I can do for a lifetime and not just for 75 days. So that is the goal. And I will see you all in a couple of weeks with this. Let me get a couple of weeks under my belt and I'll be back with you. The next video that you'll probably see is Patrice Denise and I talking about both of our starts to this 75 soft challenge. Like I said, it's never too late to join in if you want to decide to do something different in your life. If you feel like it's time for a change and you want community or to do it with someone else, because there are so many people and so many ways that I interact with. I have family members that, you know, I text back and forth with, friends, people that I've met online that I text back and forth with, that we keep each other accountable. And I appreciate all of those people as well. So thank you to everybody who's rooting me on, and thank you for allowing me to share my glow with you. And I hope that you go out there and share your glow with the world. Take care.